Okay, I could just move mine close to my house. Anyway, without further ado, hello Twitch, hello YouTube, welcome to another 1v1 match. They're already in game, so we can join them in Champion Select now. So Samantha Seiles is playing as Samasaur, and she is playing Annie, Flash Ignite, and Dan Seiles is playing Robin, he's playing Quinn, Flash Barrier. So, let's have a quick look at the Annie runes and masteries. I'm joined today by the lovely Milo Pilkington.
I was going to say, that if you'd forget to introduce me again, that's 2 streams in a row.
It wasn't that I was in... they're already in the game, so I haven't got long to get into Champion Select. Samantha Seiles is running attack damage marks... attack damage quints, armor marks, armor pen marks, armor seals, and flat magic resist glyphs.
Quinn's just running a basic AD carry setup. AD marks, armor seals, MR glyphs, and lifesteal quints.
We've seen Sam use this mastery page before. 2163 just gives her that extra 3 points in the mana regen, but obviously misses out on vet scars and a little bit more health.
And Dan's going for a 14-16-0, which is interesting. He's not actually got the bottom 5 in tree, but he's just hedging his bets, I assume. Which I assume is the way you play Quinn. I actually don't know how you build Quinn anyway. You don't see a lot of these days.
You can build Quinn in a number of different ways. You can build her straight up AD, you can build her as a bruiser.
Yeah, he's just gone down to block in defense and down to brute force in offense, so that should be alright. Presumably it's going to be an... Well, yeah, you just said the room's going to be an AD Annie. But have we even seen any AP Annies this game? This tournament? We haven't a 2s, not, but... I know, because I fought against him.
I don't think we've seen AD Annie in the tournament. We've seen a lot of Annie.
Did you actually stream that game?
I can't remember if I streamed that game. I can never remember which games I streamed.
Between Connor and Dan, in which I...
Bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you. In which I showed myself to be a very, very bad player at all. Well, Sam wins.
As always, when we first go into the game, it'll be a little bit choppy, but it will pick up.
Have we seen a Quinn at all this tournament yet?
Quinn's been very popular this tournament. She's done very well. I believe she's only lost one game.
No, she's a fair duelist. That's nice.
Frostfire Annie, basic Quinn. I've played Quinn in this tournament actually.
Have you? How did you do?
I won. It was against Adele.
Oh, well, no wonder you won then. Adele can't hear me, can she?
I know.
Oh, good. And also, she smells.
That's a bit harsh. Just a little harsh. So hopefully it should load in just a second.
I'm actually already in. No.
Well,
double door, both start. Both with Doran's Blade start.
Both start with Doran's Blade. That's not surprising.
Annie walking out to the first tower and then recalling instantly.
Unfortunately,
is she planning to use the brand spanking new undo feature on her Doran's Blade? I wonder.
Well, now we are now.
Oh no, she's just Annie's right. Sam's just at base. She's just spamming a shield and building up a stun, which is interesting. I mean, she's got the time for it, I suppose.
Okay, as you know, we are in, but it will take a couple of seconds for the choppy image to disappear.
I'm not sure if it's your computer or anything. When I was streaming, I didn't have any. I barely had any chop at all. I've not actually watched the video all the way through back, but
it's just my game. It's just my game trying to.
I assume you've done none of those maintaining your PC.
No, not yet. Which I do need to do.
I've got grease now, man. Grease it up like I did.
I do need to grease it up. Fetch me my grease.
My thermal grease. That was a terrible.
My retirement grease. Okay, so Sam is now in lane with the stun. Not that that's going to be very useful as she's taking the E first. so we'll have to wait until level 2. But we can assume that at level 2 she's probably intending to go straight in.
Sorry, I know I should be talking about the game, but I just pressed F instead of D because I want to get that directed camera and saw the fog of warless map, and it looks so strange.
It does look very odd. Dan going straight in there on the offensive. He gets the proc off with the E. That's a good little chunk of damage.
I suppose with Quinn.
But it's not a great surprise that she's taken the Dorans, and Dan's going straight on the offensive again. That's a lot of damage.
He's taken a fair bit of minion shots there, though.
He has taken a few minions. He'll get back that health with his Doran blade.
Might be the quickest game we've ever streamed because he's got his flash. I reckon. Oh, he doesn't have ignite though. He's got barrier.
He doesn't have flash. He does have barrier though. There he goes once again. The blind, but
the stun.
Sam very quick there to get the stun back and shut down that attack. But Sam already, we're just about to hit the 3-minute marker.
She's gonna have to go back, isn't she? She's gonna have to go back.
There goes, there's the flash, there's the mark, all he needs is one auto attack, and there we go, that's first blood, 3 minutes and 4 seconds.
Ridiculous.
Very fast.
Quick game.
Well played to Dan there. And Dan had only just hit level 3 when that happened. He hadn't even taken a point in anything, because he actually hit 3 just after he killed her, so a kill at level 2. To be honest, Quinn's W isn't particularly useful straight away. You do get the extra attack speed once you hit a mark, but yeah, very aggressive and punished Annie when Annie's stun wasn't up.
I think there'll be a rethink there. I mean, just having yourself beaten by a champ in 4 minutes means she might just panic ban that Quinn. I'd say panic ban. Honestly, I wouldn't have thought Quinn would be a top choice for this tournament, but you tell me otherwise.
Right, we're allowed to go straight back in.
Straight back in? Okay. Which probably just shows why I'm already out of the 1v1.
Ooh! Now then, we've only had one double match-up before, and we all remember how that went. It's an Ezreal versus Ezreal, both with flash, both with barrier.
That's going to be... This is going to be good then. Ezreal versus Ezreal is probably one of the most... If you win this mirror match, you're just better than them. Because it's just the all skill shots, all dancing around thing.
Dan has chosen to go with attack damage marks and lifesteal quintessences, flat armor seals and flat magic resist glyphs. Runes 14, 16, naught.
You're doing that same thing again? Yeah, the same thing you used on Quinn, that?
Ah, yes. So getting a few more defensives. Those extra points in unyielding and block are really going to mitigate a lot of damage, particularly as he's only up against one opponent, so he can really make the most of it.
And we've got Sam on armor pet, essentially again an AD straight AD carry page, except this time the lifesteal quints have been replaced by AD. And a mastery page of
and the attack
2163.
And the attack damage marks are replaced by armor pen.
Yeah. And the 2163 mastery page.
Same again as the previous game, so getting that extra mana regen. So Dan going in with a few more defensives. Sam going in with a lot more offensive and a bit of mana regen, but not so much on the defensive side.
Although having just seen that game, you kind of got to give the edge to Dan. He was just
absolutely on top of it, knew exactly what he wanted to do.
In the driver's seat that whole 4 minutes, I suppose. But Theo's dissing my builds. Theo is dissing my builds on Facebook.
Dan was the last person to have a mirror match. It was him and Theo, Jace versus Jace, and he did win that one. And he did win that one when he went 9-21 and Theo went 21-9. I
think if you're going to have a mirror match like this, the defensive option is probably the best way. Well, of course, this being an Ezreal matchup, this is going to be probably the most skill-based matchup you'll see in this tournament.
I'm pretty certain we're going to see both champions enter in lane with the Doran's Blade. So it really comes down to the skill and those choices of runes and masteries. Are
you ready, guys? It's finally happened. Oh, it's not quite happened. It's something I said to Lawrence, I remember, when we were arguing about whether 1v1s meant anything, and I said, only if you have the same champ, same runes, and start with the same item. Is it truly a testament to who is the best player? This is as close as we're going to get, I think, this tournament, I reckon. same summoner spells as well, same skin, even.
Both choosing TPA Ezreal. I didn't realise Dan owned TPA Ezreal. So, they're not going to make it easy to tell the difference between the two of them. Not that.
Well, I think one will be coming from the top right, the other one will be coming from the bottom left, Nick. I think that's generally.
Yeah, I know. This is exactly what happened in Dan's game when he faced when it was Jace versus Jace. They both chose the Debonair Jace skin.
They have both started. Doran's.
So as I said, this is
pointing out, in fact, that this is awkward.
This is the losers bracket. So if Dan does beat Sam here, she will be knocked out. Okay, so we're back live. Well, as live as we can get, 3 minutes behind.
Welcome to
the game's actually gone straight in, and it's not choppy at all, which is a huge benefit. So if Dan wins this, Sam is knocked out of the 1v1, and Dan goes through to the next round.
Who did Dan lose against to go down to the losers then?
Off the top of my head, I don't know. I can find out though. Let's have that. I'm intrigued.
Dan's probably been one that in the twos. Dan's been one of the strongest players this whole tournament.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Well, I'm not sure if that's more Connor than Dan. That team, Connor and Dan have been the strongest team this tournament.
They have.
So, but Dan's, they destroyed us.
They are top of the table.
Are they the only ones who won 3? Or
no, me and Rob have also won 3, but our matchups were easier by tiebreaker.
Oh, so do you actually have the top 4 ready to go?
No, not yet. There's still one more 2v2 game to go.
And it's going to decide whether me and Alfie get through it.
It's going to decide. It's going to decide who 3rd and 4th are to go through to the top 4. I can tell you that Dan was knocked out by Jack Clayton.
Oh, really? Okay. So, Jack last night. Alfie had his friends around, and I think it's the first time I've met Jack. He's all right.
Right, so the minions are about to join up. Unsurprisingly, they've both started Doran's Blade. Unsurprisingly, they've both started with their cubes.
And this is going to be...
So what are we going to see? What do you reckon we're going to see? Are we going to see a lot of poke, or we're going to see a lot of fighting, or is it just going to be one big massive farm off?
I'm not sure. They're both just going to have to play it by ear. When it comes to a mirror match, you kind of have to. The thing is, it's very easy to punish an Ezreal.
Sam getting a decent bit of damage down on Dan there straight away.
It might just be a case of they're going to wait till we get the whole kit, and then if the minute someone misses a Q, the other one will just jump in and
the issue,
use the advantage that they've got.
The issue, of course, that they've got early on is that if, like, as you can always see with Dan here, he took a bit of damage from Sam there just from the 1Q, but he's got a Doran's Blade. All he's going to do is get it straight back up, and he's going in on the offensive once again. Putting down a lot of autos, and Sam's just really not doing anything to counteract that.
We're going to have
look at the difference in mana already. Yeah. Sam having to use a lot of abilities there. She just let Dan poke away, just auto after auto.
I just love how, quite literally because of the gloves, it is literally being poked. Pretty much.
Sam running another very good Mystic Shot.
I do love this skin, man.
It is a very, very good skin.
No, wait, I want to get this skin. I've got Nottingham as a better skin.
Dan's slightly ahead on CS now, so he can afford to poke down a little bit more. What we should remember, of course, as well, is that Sam does have the added mana regen from the Masters.
But even then, the mana does seem very even.
It's because she's already had to use a read a couple of times. Dan ran another very good Mystic Shot now. He's got it backed up to the tower. I think this is exactly where he wants, so he can farm quite freely, and she has to get into danger range in order to farm herself.
Danger range.
Danger range.
That name, never heard one.
Another Mystic Shot landed. I think I'm going to be saying a lot of Mystic Shot landed.
I'll tell you what, Nick. How about you only comment when Mystic Shot misses?
Okay.
We will assume. Oh, that missed.
That Mystic Shot missed. That
one missed as well.
Dan opting for... Actually, I don't know whether that is Dan. Which one's which? Both of them opting for... Yeah, both of them opting to take 2 points in both Q and E, neither of them taking the W, which isn't a great surprise. It doesn't really do much for them in this matchup. Though, once they hit level 5,
I don't know, actually. Having the full kit might make the difference, because you get all three of the attacks off. You get your attack speed boost from Resio's passive. Everyone forgets that. It will push up to 15% if you do want all three in quick succession, which could
Dan
make a
missed
difference.
another mystic shot. He missed another mystic shot. Dan now is a level ahead though, but both of them now were just playing particularly safely.
I'm not sure if maybe Dan's waiting for level 6 and he's just going to ult the wave and ult her, force him back out
If
of
he can force it to go back at this stage, he's already. Actually, Sam has caught up on CS and.
CS is very close.
That's a mystic shot miss. That's another mystic shot miss, and he's missed that CS as well.
You'd have to say something.
It's more exciting one this is. But Dan is running a little low on mana already, as both of them are using their mystic shots to CS as well.
Well, they're both still feeling each other out, I think, just for how they're doing it.
Neither of them are quite sure yet what the other one's capable of, but Dan ran another mystic shot.
Dan's back at full health already.
Dan's back at full health. Sam has the mana advantage here.
I would say you looked at his runes. Did he have life steal? Does he have life steal then?
Yes, Dan has life steal contested. So it's not difficult for him to sustain back up. He's going in on the offensive once again. If he can get this kill, then it is all over for Sam. Last hit!
Fantastic shot!
Oh, fantastically! Oh, well done.
Either way, I think
Dan
he might have just had a crack with the ult, considering you can't leave the lane, so he's probably got. But either way, that was
again, he hit 6, but he didn't actually put a point in his ult.
Oh, did he not? Did he just go straight for the queue? Oh no, he didn't. He just didn't have time to put a thing. Again, it was just Sam just letting him auto
her down, and then getting away when it was just too late. She didn't pop barrier either.
Oh well,
So didn't pop barrier, didn't pop flash.
Dan's shot was very good, but I think that's more of a misplay by Sam. That, to be honest.
So that's the end of a very short game. Dan has absolutely dominated this matchup. Consolations to Samantha's side there. She is now eliminated from the tournament, and Dan goes on to fight another match. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Nick RP Green. Thank you, Milo, for co-casting with me.
No problem.
And I will see you next time.
Bye bye.